Yeah, so today we decided we're going to talk about virtual reality. And since it's a topic of video games, I mean, there's something I want to lead in with.
Please.
That you're not going to be ready for this. This is going to come out of thin air. I'm not going to say too much about it, but I will just say that it's something that is it's pretty upsetting, and it's a big thing. It's a big deal for me. So, are you familiar with the guy Dr. Disrespect, the Twitch streamer?
I've actually heard of him. Not too informed, but I've, as a matter of fact, I've seen his streams on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's got to be, I mean, in my top 5 entertainers of all time. I mean, he's just like, it's like if White Goodman kind of like crossed with, well, I mean, he's really just like White Goodman, right? Like that's sort of the character, but it's like an 80s kind of, you know, that same kind of vibe though, but just 80s. And, but man, he's just like, he has made me laugh, made me cry, inspired me, uplifted me so much in my life. And he's just one of my absolute favorite entertainers and personalities on the internet. And I would argue has inspired me probably as much as any of my favorite musicians.
Wow.
And we just found out last night that he was, according to sources, whatever that means, permanently banned from Twitch. And no one knows why. No one has any idea. Everything on the internet is just pure speculation, but his profile's gone. Now, keep in mind, he just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Twitch to stay on the platform. All these streamers are signing deals to get on streaming platforms. So the doc, man, I'm just like, I'm really upset because there's all this speculation about what it might be related to. And I'm so upset that it might be something that like really, you know, is, I'm not going to say marring of his character, but I'm worried that it might be something, you know, that is really, really bad and unrecoverable. I'm worried because, you know, he's obviously brought me an insane, incalculable amount of joy and happiness. Like his whole character is all about his catchphrase. He has all these catchphrases, but the main one, violence, speed, and momentum. And he gets on these tangents every day about attacking life with violence, speed, and momentum. And it's like, his whole personality is like, I'm alpha, I'm in your face, I'm here, I'm the king, I'm gonna dominate. And he like, his whole thing is about that mentality. And it's like a voice that we need in our society. I truly believe that, because like the world and the society and people have become so like afraid. People are afraid to like be like that. And I'm the kind of person where, you know, I saw on Joe Rogan was talking, and I'm sorry, this is taking longer than I wanted it to, but
no, you're good,
Joe Rogan was talking to, I saw a clip of him talking to one of those guys, Key and Peele, I think, one of those guys. And they were talking about Donald Trump. And whoever the guy that he was interviewing was saying, you know, he was on The Celebrity Apprentice.
Right.
And he was like, you know, the thing I told Donald Jr. that I loved about Donald Trump is that he had found a way to somehow like let down all of his sort of walls and just like be totally free as a sort of like, I don't have any judgment at all about what anyone says. Like that's kind of the way he acted on the set. And it was like, he would never make fun of himself. And, you know, there's all sorts of issues with that. But the point was, he said, you know, Jimi Hendrix did it through drugs, and like artists throughout history have found the ability to sort of free themselves emotionally from judgment of others through various means, through performance, through drugs, through whatever it is. You know, it doesn't matter. Like people find there are different ways of lowering their inhibitions and becoming more free and more ultimately themselves. And the thing I fucking love about the doc is that he does it every day on stream through this character that is just completely free of judgment and just like pounds the story of that every time. And he's just like so hype and passionate. And like, you know me, man. I mean, we're both those kind of guys. And like, I get super extreme about that. I get super hyped up and aggressive about things that I care about and that I love. And his character and his performance over the years has just always been that, and doing it in a way like integrating comedy that it just, you can't help but fall in love with it.
Yeah.
And I'm just so like, I'm so scared that, and we could probably do a whole nother episode about this. Like, I'm so scared that I'm about to find out something really, really like shitty about one of my heroes, because it's happened. Like, one of my favorite I'd say my favorite modern composer. It came out about a year ago that there were sexual assault allegations against him. And it just like, it ruined my whole view of him. I'm like, oh man, the guy who wrote some of my favorite piece of music of all time is a huge scumbag.
Yeah.
Like, that just sucks. And we don't know anything. And I'm not, we don't know anything.
Right.
But what we do know is that something major happened. And when we find out, I'm literally just like praying to the fucking universe that it's not something that ruins another one of these like monumental figures in my life.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. I just hope. That's all I can do right now is I'm sitting here. Like, I lost sleep over this last night. And it sounds silly, as a Twitch streamer.
No.
But like, he had a real tangible impact on my life, man. There were so many times when I was just down, and it's still, to this day, I watch him every day, either on Twitch or YouTube, and it's like, I'm down or I'm not feeling like that boost in my life, and he gets on the screen and he's jumping around and dancing and cracking jokes and making fun of people and calling people out and like, going crazy in the game and yelling and getting aggressive. And it brings that out.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, okay, I can be myself in this world.
Yeah.
And like, that's what a true entertainer does, is they make you see the best sides of yourself and they make you want to live that. They inspire us. And he inspires me. And I just, it's June, 25th, like on the record, we don't know what happened. So I'm not going to speculate anything more. It's Saturday morning after we found out last night. So I'm not going to say any more, but for what it is, it's just been a lot to process.